Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, folks. I had to steal Ray P's intro one time. Uh, what's going on, good people? Welcome back to another episode of the Culture Garden Podcast. I completely messed that up because Rachel was supposed to say something. Ray P's in the building. What's up, Ray P? How you doing?
What was I supposed to say? I was letting you get your thing out the way. What's going
You
on? Hi,
normally, usually
what's
coming in right after me.
everybody? I don't know. My mind is in such bad shape.
Mine too, obviously.
What's up, y'all?
We are here. We
We
are
are here.
back. Um, Once again, Culture Garden Podcast. We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Mhm.
Before we get into today's episode, a few notes of housekeeping. One, most important, we got y'all.
Hey.
Got y'all podcast is back covering two shows. Uh, Morning show on Apple TV Plus and Reasonable Doubt on Hulu/Onyx.
Yes.
See, Disney went ahead and put Jimmy Kimmel back on, so renew
Mhm.
those subscriptions. We talked about that a little bit on our first Reasonable Doubt episode, but please make sure you're subscribed to the Reasonable Doubt. Excuse me, the We Got Y'all feed.
For sure.
And if you're watching us on YouTube and you're already a part of it, we want you to be a part of this conversation. Somebody left a YouTube comment saying they're happy that we're covering the show. Um,
Reasonable doubt.
I haven't had Reasonable Doubt. Haven't had a chance to get back to him, but I had a few people text me on the side
Oh,
who
okay.
didn't even know about the show and starting to watch it
Mm-hmm.
because of us covering it. So shout out to them.
Oh, wow. Thank
Shout
y'all.
out to you, Ray P.
Shout out to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Please make sure you subscribe, like, share to Culture Garden, everything that we're a part of. It's funny before we get into our episode, which is me covering the next 10 movies of the New York Times best movies of the 21st century list. We're doing 71 through 80, 80 through 71, however you word it. But just want to thank you, Ray P, for being here. I was on there's another podcast that I host called Another Week in the Books, and I was having a conversation with my dog Spike.
I
And I was just telling him, as we, Spike is also a part of 5011 podcast.
I don't know.
And listen, yeah. But I was telling him, I said, man, do you ever stop and think about how fortunate and blessed we are to have people that continue to show up as well? Like, it's not just us doing this, it's also people who will spend their time recording and doing things like that, because it's a very I gave them the number, only 8% or something like that. Only 8% of podcasts reach 50 episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're at one something. And a part of that is because you have people that are coming each and every week to continuously show up, continuously give their thoughts and opinions and put in the work. So I'm always grateful and thankful for you, Ray B, school, the whole nine, because it's not. I said this before. There's other things we could be doing, and a lot of days we'd rather be doing. They're kind of doing the reporting stuff. Not that we don't enjoy it, but it does become a lot. So I'm always thankful for the people that show us love, and y'all included. Y'all out there listening. Um, it just means a lot. That's all I want to say about that.
For
Shout out
sure.
to Forrest Gump. New York Times. We are 80 through 71, kind of coasting through these films. If you don't know or not, you aren't familiar, New York Times introduced a list a few months ago of the top 100 movies since the year 2000, and I made it a personal mission to watch all 100 movies, 10 at a time, and do a episode on them. Just my thoughts, my own off-the-cuff opinion on these films. And we started something the last time we did it, which was like a King of the Mountain, King of the Hill type of thing, where I'm just crowning what's the best film I've watched so far. It was Interstellar.
Okay.
And obviously, we'll see if that's still going to hold true as we get into the films. So I don't want to waste any time on this. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. And part of the fun also is just seeing if Rachel's seen any of these movies. And I like to do Rachel's recommendations. The films that I say, Rachel would watch this, or there's no way. And I will tell you, the list is getting a little bit better, but there are still movies. I watched a movie doing these 10 that I will never.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's the worst movie I've ever seen. I want to be a little bit more respectful to the creators and the artistic folks out there. But if you remember, I talked about Melancholia and how bad that movie was. This one's worse.
Okay.
This one.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So, number 8. Have you ever seen a film called Volver?
No.
Okay, then. I think it's Spanish for coming back or something of that nature.
Well, there to return.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. To return. There you see, Rachel's culture. Um, Over came out in 2006, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah, 2006. Stars Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz was actually nominated for Best Actress at the Academy Awards that year.
Oh wow.
Directed by Pedro Almodovar. That's how I'm saying his name right. The synopsis is: after her death, a mother returns to her hometown in order to fix the situation she couldn't resolve during her life. It's a 7.6 out of 10 if you know our rating system, and how we go about that. Um,
She's a
this is the
ghost.
first. So what?
She's a ghost.
Well, that's what you think. And I'm not. Spoiler alert: this movie came out in 2006, so spoiler alert for all the films I'm going to talk about. Won't get too in depth. It won't spoil the movie for you, but the whole thought is that this woman she appears around town. It's whispers of Penelope Cruz. She has a sister in the movie that her mom appears around town, and they think it's a ghost and the whole nine. And she reappears to the one daughter, who's not Penelope Cruz. But come to find out, she's not a ghost. She's still alive. She just faked her death because of some other stuff that went down, which I
Okay.
won't give away if you want to watch the film. This is like the fourth or fifth foreign language film that I've watched that's on this list. It's not the best. I still think Memories of Murder, which is a Korean film, that was number 99 on the list. I still think that's the best foreign language film. However, it was interesting. It kept my attention. It wasn't awful. Would I watch it again? No, I wouldn't. The acting was really good, but there's nothing that wants. It's a lot about family and closure and making right with some things. And one thing we can always relate to, we've discussed on previous episodes, are those family secrets and those things that we keep close to the vest. And if you don't heal them, they can cause trauma for the next generation and so on and so forth. So it's a lot of that in the film. Solid film. Is it a top 100? Sure, whatever. It's funny because shout out to AJ,
AJ.
Brooklyn's own. She made a comment, I believe, a while back when we did our first one. She said, I looked at that list and right away knew who made this list. I'm sure a lot of you can pick up. A lot of you can pick up on what we're saying with that, but yeah, very artsy style film. Well done, interesting, whatever. Shout out to Volver. Not mad at it. Number 80 seems there are other films that I watched so far on the list that I think are better, but I'm not mad at all. This next movie, I'm angry. I'm very angry about that.
At the placement or
at the placement, the fact that it's on the list, the fact that I spent 2 hours watching it. Seriously, y'all, like I'll never get that time back. And part of this is this is for cinephiles. This list is for cinephiles, not for the average movie watcher. It's for people who really love it and want to kind of break things down. And I'm very quick to say, not all films are for me, but they might have an audience.
For sure.
And sometimes, I want to hear from people who enjoy movies that I didn't like, just so I can get a better understanding. There's nothing anyone can say or explain to me about this movie that's going to make me look at it differently. There's no aha moment. It's just not a good movie. It's weird. It's very strange. Movie number 79 is called The Tree of Life. It came out in 2011. Brad Pitt, Sean Penn, Jessica Chastain.
Great.
I don't even know where to. Great casting. Now, when I say Sean Penn's at the beginning of the movie and at the end, and I don't even know if he has any speaking lines. He might have a couple.
Okay.
Actually, they cut enough of this film. There's enough film on the cutting room floor that they could have made a whole movie around Sean Penn's character. It was very disjointed. So, The Tree of Life, it's a coming-of-age story, psychological drama. The synopsis is the story of a family in Waco, Texas in 1956. The eldest son witnesses the loss of innocence and struggles with his parents' conflicting teachings. It's a 6.8 out of 10. I think the lowest rated film so far out of all the films I watched. When this film came out, I also want to point out that it was nominated for 3 Oscars, which once again, mind-blowing. I do not get that. Best Achievement in Directing, Best Achievement in Cinematography, and Best Picture. Nominated for Best Picture, which is insane. Good though.
I've heard of this movie. I just have not seen it.
This was one of the films where, as I was watching it, I said to myself, I'm glad I'm doing this by myself. I'm glad like Rachel didn't commit her time to watch it.
I would never.
You would have been out. You would have been out. You would have been out a while ago with Melancholia and all this other stuff. But this one for sure, you would have hit me on the side. I'm like, yo, I'll join you, but I'm not watching you. And I rarely say that about a movie. I usually find something that I like about them. For this to be number 79 of the top 100 movies, and I want to just point this out again, y'all. No Denzel movies at all on this list.
Crazy.
From 1 to 100, no Denzel. And so if you're gonna get a Brad Pitt movie that's in a psychological drama or coming of age, give me Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I remember seeing that in theaters. It came out Christmas Day. I was in Toledo, I think Christmas 09. I remember seeing that in theaters, and it's a one and done movie as well. Like, you don't go back to watch Curious Case of Benjamin Button. But this Tree of Life, I might verbally assault someone who mentions this movie to me. That's how bad it is. And Rachel, I just want to put this out there. The movie was so divisive that when it came out in theaters, some movie theaters were putting up disclaimers saying, hey, this film is sort of an enigma. And it's very much so not for everyone.
Well, so what is it? What about it is so jarring and or lackluster?
So it's not a traditional film. It's very. There's no introduction. There's no explanation. There's no understanding of what it is that you're watching. Like, it's just a story of this camera on people, and it's just following certain things. So Brad Pitt is the father, and there's this young Jack. So Sean Penn is his character named Jack. But once again, Sean Penn only shows up. It's a 2-hour movie. He might show up in 10 to 15 minutes of it, if that. I'm being generous with that time. And really, it's about the younger version of himself in Waco, Texas. And, Brad Pitt's a stern 1950s father. Jessica Chastain's the wife/mother. They have different teachings of how they want to go about life, but the teachings aren't anything that you take with you. There's no real credible dialogue. There's no scenes. It's just like a continuous flow. There's a montage of dinosaurs and trees that have nothing to do with nothing. It's weird. It's just very, very weird. And if you've seen this film, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't even tell you what makes it so weird. It's just weird. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I don't know what moral they're trying to teach us. Like, there's a moment at the end where they're all together. I don't know if this is supposed to be heaven. But young Jack, old Jack, somebody apparently passes, but you don't know who it is. Okay. It's all over the place, Rachel. It's not a good movie at all. The worst film that I've seen.
We'll skip it.
In quite some time. Absolutely. That's number 79. That's all I want to say about it. Once again, the pure definition of a love and hater movie. I don't know how people loved it, how it was nominated for an Oscar. It's so left field that it's whatever. But Tree of Life, I do not recommend.
Got it.
Yeah.
We'll never see
it. It made melancholy.
On I don't want to say streaming, it probably is, but it's on the premium channels randomly.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. It's on HBO right now.
Okay, I'm saying I know I've seen it in my scrolling.
Yeah, and they recently did a re-edit. They redid the movie and added another 40-some minutes. Just no need to watch this, y'all. I'll save you the time. Like I said, I've never seen a movie theater give out a disclaimer hey, because there were people walking out hey, give me my money back. Oh, wow. What did I just watch for 2 hours?
Interesting.
And if you watched it, you would know what I'm talking about. It's one of those movies you want people to watch it just so they can see how bad it is, just so y'all know I'm not tripping. The cast is incredible, but wildly underused. All right, moving on to number 78, Rachel. It's a film called After Sun. Have you ever heard of this film?
Who?
After Sun.
After Sun, S-U-N?
S-U-N, yeah, all one word. After Sun.
No, never heard of that.
Okay, so it was an indie release. It starred Paul Mescal. So Paul Mescal was in Gladiator 2, the main character in Gladiator 2.
Oh, yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's good in this movie. He's really good in this movie. It's once again, another coming-of-age teen drama. Synopsis. Sophie, who is his daughter in this film, Sophie reflects on the shared joy and private melancholy of a holiday she took with her father 20 years earlier. Memories, real and imagined, fill the gaps between as she tries to reconcile the father she knew with the man she didn't. kind of a general synopsis. It's more so mainly about this holiday that they take. Obviously, the parents are split. He's getting her on this like all inclusive kind of hotel. They're overseas. They're not. It's not American based. I think she lives in Scotland.
Okay.
So they're over in Europe somewhere, and she's just spending this time with her dad on this resort and doing these different things. And just she's 11 years old at the time, and there's a camcorder that's filming all of this for her memories. And it's an interesting film. Once again, another one and done. It was nominated for an Oscar. I believe it won. Paul Mescal was he was nominated for Best Performance by a Leading Actor, which, like I said, he was really good in the film. The film just is okay. I think he got a 7.6 out of 10. Not bad. Is it worth a watch? Sure, but for me, I want movies. I want to feel something. I want to be thought provoked. I want it to be something that I'm just like, oh man, I got to talk to someone about this. Very cool. You can take things away from it. Not mad at it. I think it's a cool placement, but I don't really have much to say of it besides that. So I'll leave that there. I think that was number 78. 77, Rachel. This one won the Oscar. There's a lot of controversy around this film because of Best Supporting Actress. This came out in 2022.
This is Moonlight?
No. This is Moonlight was like 2016. This was 2022, a few years ago. If you remember, Queen Angela Bassett was up for Best Supporting. We thought it was a shoo-in.
Oh, yeah.
And Jamie Lee Curtis ended up winning. Did you ever watch Everything, Everywhere, All at Once?
I have watched several parts of Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I have never sat and watched the entire film. I have turned it on and it's been on at certain points, or started it and then I don't know, went to sleep or just was distracted. I have never seen it in totality.
Okay. For those of you who haven't seen it, once again, it won pretty much all the major awards. Best Picture at the Oscars, Best Supporting Actress, Best Lead Actress, Best Supporting Actor. Kind of swept that year. Was a big thing. And I want to talk about it a little bit in regard to the award season. So the synopsis: a middle-aged Chinese immigrant is swept up into an insane adventure in which she alone can save existence by exploring other universes, connecting the lives she could have lived. Action epic, adventure epic, dark comedy, all of these things at once. No pun intended. 7.8 out of 10. One of those first watches where when you watch it, it's so bizarre. She's like, what the fuck is this? And it leads you on this adventure where you kind of are roped in, where you want to see where this is headed and how it goes. I enjoyed the movie a lot. It's very good. I found myself thinking about that Best Supporting Actress. And I don't want to say Jamie Lee Curtis did not deserve it, but I think Angela Bassett still should have won. I think we can do a whole episode one day on the politics of the Oscars and how they go about. I think everybody's heard of the makeup Oscar. Sometimes, so let's put it like this: in the year 2000, Russell Crowe wins Best Actor for Gladiator. Russell Crowe smoked Gladiator. I don't think there's anything bad to say about that. However, when you look at that and you look at the degree of when you look at the degree of difficulty, Tom Hanks probably should have won for Castaway, right? Okay. Here's the thing. Tom Hanks won back-to-back Oscars in 92, 93, 94, Philadelphia and for Forrest Gump.
Phenomenal film.
The Oscars are this weird historical thing that exists that kind of tells you no matter what decade you're in, you can look back and say, all right, these are the actors that define this decade. And when I say politics, I think that if Tom Hanks hadn't won 2 already, I think he would have won in 2000.
Okay.
I think he had a better performance. But since he had already won, the easier choice was go to Russell Crowe. Leonardo DiCaprio had never won an Oscar until he did The Revenue. He was up numerous times. That was the perfect year because there weren't really strong candidates, and he put on a great performance compared to everybody else. Denzel, he won for Glory, Best Supporting. Rob from Malcolm X really got robbed for The Hurricane. Training Day comes around, tough category, but they knew we got to give it to Denzel. Right? Yeah. So this was one of those things. I think the fact that Jamie Lee Curtis hadn't won, it made it easier for them to give it to her because the film was more I don't want to say interesting. It was better. It was better. It was better than Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever is not even better than the original. So I get it, right? Better movie. We're gonna give the award to the better actor, but the performance, I still give it to Angela. I think she spoke. Jamie Lee Curtis was very good in it. Had she had already won an Oscar, they would have given it to Angela. So it's one of those type of things where, like I said, we can do a whole episode on that another time. Very quirky movie.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why it won. It's also one of those movies. I don't want to compare it to Crash, but when we did our Crash episode, if you remember that, I went off on Crash about how trash of a movie it is. And it's one of those movies where when you look back, and I'm not saying everything everywhere at all at once is this, but in the moment it feels much bigger than what it is when you listen to it.
Got it.
And there's something to be said about these films where they are one and done. Now, there's so much going on that there's a rewatch. I will watch this movie again. I had never seen it until I was preparing for this. So I get the hype, but it's not something you just keep going over and over and over to.
Got it.
But it is very interesting, very original. I get it. Quirky. I enjoyed it. Great watch. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's not streaming anywhere. You can rent it.
It's not?
I had to rent this one.
I thought it was on Stars at least for a minute, or Epix, one of those two for a minute. But
damn, Epic's still around. Shout out to Epix.
Well, it's MGM now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's definitely worth a watch. Check it out when you get a chance. I mentioned all the Oscar wins and everything else that they got. Well deserved, much deserved.
Okay.
Very quirky, but it is a little bit. The runtime is a little. It's not a long movie, but for what it's doing, they could have cut 15 minutes off. Because after a while, it's like, all right, how much of this weird shit we gonna be doing until we get something to wrap this up?
Got it.
So if you look at it from that point of view, I can see that. So, which is probably explains why you never sat down and fully watched it. The same piece by piece, because it does get a little bit redundant after a while. So that was number 77, 76, and even though it was number 77, I would have had it at number 72 on this list.
Okay.
Maybe 73. I think it was better than every other movie I'm about to mention, -2.
Okay.
Number 76, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? By the Coen brothers. You ever seen that? George Clooney, John Turturro.
Heard of it. Never seen it.
Yeah, so it's based off the Odyssey. Homer's The Odyssey, kind of a rendition of that. In the Deep South during the 1930s, 3 escaped convicts search for hidden treasure while a relentless lawman pursues them. Real quick, another thing I wanted to mention about the Tree of Life, because I couldn't get over this when I saw it. I know, I couldn't get over this, and I had to say this. It won the African American Films Critic Association Award for Best Film. And the only black people in the movie were selling barbecue in one scene. That's just always odd to me. I don't know how it won that. The movie's not good, and it doesn't have any black people. I don't know how it won. It is what it is. I just had to point that out. But either way, going back to Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's a Coen brother movie. It's dark comedy. That's what brought me into it. That's what kept me into it, should I say. I enjoy a good dark comedy movie.
Good. Yeah.
Road Trip. You said what?
You love a dark comedy.
Yeah, I got a sick, twisted mind. I laugh at a lot of things I'm not supposed to laugh at. Road trip element, satire, it's a period drama. Not the best movie, not even top Coen Brothers movie, in my opinion. It is better. We already did a Coen Brother movie here, which was Inside Llewyn Davis with Oscar Isaac. That was a movie with no plot. Whatever. I don't know where they rank. I'm trying to think. Which one would I watch first? I guess I'll watch this one first. This one was funnier, and it got George Clooney. One of two. This is actually, by the time we finish this 10, this will be the 3rd George Clooney movie.
Wow.
That's on this list. Once again, no Denzel, but whatever. It's on Hulu. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's one of those movies you want to watch. You've probably seen it, the poster for it plenty of times.
I've seen the poster for it. I've seen it on streaming. It's never called me.
Yeah, it's a 7.7 out of 10. It's not for everyone. It's a good, decent movie, but it's not for everyone. Like a lot of these films. It's not a universal banger. But it is worth a watch if you weren't into that type of stuff. But I also can understand if you start 20 minutes of it and say, gotta find something else. So shout out to the Coen brothers. Shout out to George Clooney. I have a thought on George Clooney, but I'm going to save it for his second movie on this list.
Okay.
Number 75, I believe we're at. Yeah, 75. Amour, which is French for love, I believe.
Correct.
You ever seen Amour? All right.
No.
Foreign language film. Michael Haneke is the director. It was nominated for an Oscar, which was the best motion picture of the year. Also, best performance by an actress in the leading role, and best director. So it was nominated for multiple Oscars. It won for best foreign language film of the year.
Okay.
It came out in 2014. What year was this? 2012. Excuse me. 7.9 out of 10. George and Anne are an octogenarian couple. They're cultivated, retired music teachers. Their daughter, also a musician, lives in Britain with her family. One day, Anne has a stroke, and the couple's bond of love is severely tested. Very, very good movie.
Okay.
Very, very good movie. Very sad and triggering movie.
Okay.
Highly one and done. Like I have deep concerns for you if you watch this movie more than once. It's a very sad tale. It's about older people and people who have been together, married in a relationship for quite some time. What happens when one of your health starts, deteriorating? She has a stroke. She has multiple strokes in this film. Her husband becomes her caretaker and really makes you look at how do I want to spend my, like I said, it's kind of morbid. How do I want to spend my last days? Do I want to be hooked up to machines? And I read a comment from a woman who said this film changed the way she looks at things. And she was a 65-year-old woman. I'm not sure what year it was that she left the comment. But she had family members who, had Alzheimer's and all these other things. And it made her, do not resuscitate. I do not want to be one of these people. So it's one of those things that explores that. I'm not going to give the ending away. It's dark.
So it's like a geriatric dying for sex. Got it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. That's a great comparison. The ending is very dark. Very interesting lens. I appreciate this movie being made. It deserves all of the nominations and wins. It's not a good film. Just not a film that you go back to over and over.
Okay.
But 7.9, it might be the highest rated film or one of the highest rated films that's on this list so far. Very good film. Just don't watch it more than once. And if you do watch it, just prepare to be sad. Don't do it on no. If you feel good going into it, you won't feel good leaving. I'll put it like that. All right. So that's where we are with that. The next film on the list. 74, The Florida Project. Ever seen it? Heard of it?
Neither.
Okay. So you see, this is a common theme going on. A lot of these films are very artsy, which I can appreciate because I'm watching films I otherwise never would watch. Very interesting. It's based in Kissimmee, Florida, right outside of Disney World, literally right outside the park. But there's this family that lives in a hotel. Kissimmee. Did I say Kissimmee? Kissimmee. You in Florida? Shit, I don't know.
I am in Florida.
It's about this single mother and her daughter, very poor. Kind of looks at the contrast of here you have this multi-billion-dollar industry right behind us. This place with its own zip code, which is Disney World. But then you have the people who can never even dream of affording to go there.
Yeah.
And week-to-week hotels, we've all seen those. And, young single mom, but it's told from the kid's point of view. And it's very well done in the sense of, like, when she's with adults, the camera's lower to let you know we're telling this from her point of view.
From her perspective.
William Dafoe, from her perspective. William Dafoe was nominated for Best Supporting. And William Dafoe is an incredible actor. One of his best performances. Like, everything good about the movie is him. Like, the person that you just need in your life. He's very caring. He's a hotel manager. It just really is genuine and cares and everything else. Once again, just kind of it puts up an image of what it's like to kind of go through poverty, especially when, I guess I'll say it, as Black folks, we normally see these like hood movies or these movies within our own scope. So it was interesting to see it from another culture's perspective. I'll put it like that. Very interesting to say the least. Uh, but yeah, and the ending is pretty wonky, but you'll
Okay.
understand it's up for interpretation on how you think it is. Once
Okay.
again, 7.6 out of 10. One and done. I will never watch this movie again. The
What's this
synopsis:
one
single
called?
mother,
The
Florida
Disney Project.
Project.
Florida Project.
No, the Florida
Okay.
Project. Yeah, it's a coming of age, the third one on this list. A single mother and the manager of a roadside motel do their utmost to maintain the innocence of a 6-year-old girl's life. Yeah, her innocence is lost by the time this movie's over. At 6 years old. So let's just put it like that. A lot of stuff goes on, and it's kind of you can only imagine what's going on through her,
Mhm.
the next 10 years of her life, who she becomes.
Mhm.
Florida Project. Once again, if you watch this, it's for William Dafoe, and it's for just a coming of age drama. As we get into our last three, 73 is going to be Ratatouille. You ever seen Ratatouille, Rachel? I love Ratatouille. I don't really have much to say about this. It's an 8.1 out of 10 animated
Not
film.
highest rating.
Yeah, highest rated film on this list out of 10. 8.1 out of 10. A rat who can cook makes an unusual alliance with a young kitchen worker at a famous Paris restaurant. It won the Oscar for Best Animated Film. It became one of those defining Disney Pixar films. We grew up, right? Myself, our generation grew up on a ton of them: Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Toy Story, and then from there, I think maybe Toy Story was like one of the big first animated movies with Pixar. And then you go and Finding Nemo. And I think this one kind of joins that ranks. I'm not really going to get into it. I think everybody's seen Ratatouille.
Yeah.
They actually reference Ratatouille in a very humorous way in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, okay.
So it was pretty ironic that they were on the same list. Not much to say about it. It's worth it. Ratatouille is an incredible film.
For sure.
I do have issues as we go through the entire list, the top 100. I think there's only like a handful of animated films.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story 3, I think, should have been on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Soul might have had a conversation to be on the list, with Jamie Foxx, but Ratatouille is a classic. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Watch it. It's one of those films that's just damn near perfect. If you like that kind of stuff, animated films. Number 72 on the list, a film called Carol. Have you seen Carol, Rachel?
No.
Kate Blanchett.
Who?
Kate Blanchett.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Kyle Chandler, Coach Taylor, my guy from Friday Night Lights. He's in the film as well. It was nominated for 6 Oscars. Did not win any of those Oscars. Directed by Todd Haynes. The synopsis: an aspiring photographer develops an intimate relationship with an older woman in 1950s New York. 7.3 out of 10. Honestly, it's really just about living in a time for the queer community.
Okay.
A woman falls in love with another woman.
Mm-hmm.
And 1950s New York, as we mentioned, a time that wasn't very accepting of that. Hell, they barely are today. They're just now getting around to it. But, yeah, watch it. One and done. I will never watch this movie again.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, whatever. There's an audience for it. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to say it was bad. I just don't need to watch it again.
Okay.
I wasn't moved by it. But there is a conversation to be had. Cool.
Sure.
I think Amora was better than this. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once was better than this. This would have been like 78, 79 for me.
Okay.
I get it. And then the last one, Rachel, number 71, is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I mean this when I say this. I think that George Clooney should have been nominated for Best Actor at the Oscars. And people are going to say, well, this isn't an Oscar movie. And I think that's part of the issue with the Oscars. I've been mentioning all these films and how they're Oscar nominated and how I'll never watch it again. I've seen this movie, I can't tell you how many times. It's one of my comfort movies.
What is this? Catch Me If You Can?
Nope. Catch Me If You Can was Tom Hanks and Leo.
This movie where they in the airport. George Clooney and them.
What is that? Damn it. What is that movie? You about to bother me. Hold on. I don't know why I can't think of that. Up in the air.
Up in the air.
Yeah. This is Ocean's 11. Ocean's 11 came out in 2001. Ensemble cast. It's a remake of the Rat Packs film from back in the day. Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin.
Mhm.
Danny Ocean, a gangster, rounds up a gang of associates to stage a sophisticated and elaborate casino heist, which involves robbing the 3 Las Vegas casinos simultaneously during a popular boxing event. Here's the thing with people like George Clooney, and I mentioned him on Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? We already did a film of George Clooney in a previous episode.
Mhm.
Michael Clayton. George Clooney was nominated. Here's my whole Oscar conversation for him getting nominated for this. George Clooney was nominated for Michael Clayton. Michael Clayton's a good movie, not a great movie. Good movie. Michael Clayton is no more than Danny Ocean as a fixer, right? It's Danny. If you take the character of Danny Ocean, you make him a fixer for a law firm. That's who Michael Clayton is. Certain movie stars have that. I'm being myself in different forms. They can go into character acting, so I don't want to say that George Clooney can't act. I'm not saying that at all. But there is a movie star element that just radiates from it. It's a big reason why F1 that came out this past year, I was such a fan. Like one of my favorite movies. Like After Sinners is probably my favorite movie to come out this year.
Okay.
And it falls in the realm of those movies that are very easy, very light, they're funny, they tell a great story, they make you feel things, well acted. It starred Brad Pitt, and really it's just Brad Pitt being a movie star for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Like that's what this film is, and that's what Ocean's 11 is to me. And if you're going to nominate George Clooney for Michael Clayton, you can nominate him for being Danny Ocean. You can nominate Brad Pitt for being Rusty.
Yeah.
I think this film just stands the test of time. It's very humorous. Like my sense of humor written all over this film, even to the sequels. Ocean's 12 was them just making fun of themselves. It's like a little running joke the entire movie, like making fun of sequels, making fun of themselves. If you've never seen it, shame on you. I own this. I own all 3 of them. Incredible film. I want them to really start thinking about adding more films like this into major award conversations. Because while I say, as I said before, all these other movies that have been nominated, this is the only one that I'm watching continuously. Like, I'll watch this a couple times a year.
For sure.
Compared to all the one and done. I'll never watch it. Never watch it. I'll never watch it. Like I've said that numerous times. This film isn't that way. And I'm glad that it got a placement on the list at number 71. It could be higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I get the art folk need their representation as well, but Ocean's 11 is such an easy, clean watch. 2 hours.
For sure.
It feels like it's 90 minutes, and you in and out.
Yeah, I actually love all of the films in the Ocean series, including 8.
Yeah, shout out to Ocean's 8. Shout out to Ocean's 8 too.
I love them all. So shout out to this. I actually remember the first time, I know we're not doing that, but I remember the first time I saw Ocean's 11 actually in theater arts class my freshman year in high school. So shout out to that. Shout out to Mr. Hines. Shout out to all the actors.
Shout out to Ensemble cast, like incredible films.
Sure.
And shout out to Steven Soderbergh. We just talked about Love Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Financed that film. He directed Oceans. So yeah, King of the Mountain. Overtopping Interstellar is Ocean's 11. It's a personal favorite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, which one is a better like cinematic film? Like, which one would you go to the theaters and be wowed by? It'd be Interstellar. Cinematography is so incredible, right? But just a clean watch, I'm gonna give it to Ocean's 11. Okay. I got to. This is one of those ones for me, and that wraps up 71 through 80. I think as we get closer to the top 50, hopefully we get into some more films where I'm not like just throwing my way up in one watch. I say this is 30 films that I watch now.
Mm-hmm.
5, 6, 7 of them I'll watch again.
Maybe I will have seen some more of these as we get down.
I think so. And that's the thing about this. Even as I did this, Oceans is the only one. Oceans and Ratatouille are the only ones that I had seen.
Right.
So it gives me an excuse and a reason to watch these other ones, which I'm appreciative of. I do love watching all these things and get my own opinion.
For sure, you are much more of a cinephile than me.
Yeah. But you're much more of the television person.
Yeah.
So it kind of balances out very evenly. But it's exciting. It's still exciting and fun, even though I didn't know. Man, I want y'all to watch Tree of Life, y'all. I do. Like, I'm sorry in advance. I don't want you to spend your time doing it. Rachel, don't do it. Don't do it. You're not.
Don't worry.
But for all of y'all out there who have curious minds and like are okay and call yourself cinephiles, watch it. I'd love to talk to you about it and talk about how trash.
Talk to Kyron about it.
All due respect.
Not me.
Respect. Yeah, I'm about to start my letterbox here soon, so I can start adding these movies.
Oh
on.
yeah.
All right, that's pretty much it. We got through these 10. Here's what's gonna happen next. All of you are gonna go and subscribe to We Got Y'all if you're not already.
Yes.
You're gonna be caught up on the morning show and Reasonable Doubt.
Yes.
And we'll have an episode early next week. Not this weekend because I will be out of town, but early next week we'll be covering the next episodes of both of those shows. Culture Garden will be on our quarterly break next week, so no episode next week. We'll be back the week after with the movie, and then the week after that, we'll get our next 10.
Ooh.
We'll get it in and see what's what. Hopefully much better than what we had so far. So shout out to Ratatouille, shout out to Ocean's 11, shout out to Amour, that sad-ass movie.
We'll check out Amour.
Yeah, all of that stuff. So
that's Amour. Sorry.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thanks for listening to these recaps. Check these movies out if you want. Send me a DM if you have any more questions about them.
Yes.
In the meantime, y'all be cool. Y'all be cool.
Peace out.
We out, man.
Bye, y'all. Thank you for
Peace.
watching and listening.
Absolutely. Appreciate you. Thank you, Rachel, for listening to me. Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Shout out to that as well. What'd you say?
Because I don't know what the fuck is going on with these movies.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm still figuring it out myself. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Shout out to them too. Very good movie. Check that out.
Shout out to my girl from Crazy Rich Asians.
Absolutely, man. She definitely deserved that Oscar. Definitely deserved. Very quirky movie. Very original. So
for sure.
All right. We out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.